So it's been 6 years since the last installment of the Halo franchise, and needless to say, I'm pretty excited to click the campaign button for Halo Infinite. After copious amount of hours spent on the campaign, I can finally give you guys my thoughts and opinions for this game. Everybody knows how Halo 5 have affected many in the form of bad memories with the bad storytelling component and just the outright negative feedback that many Halo players have on the previous Halo installment. So how does Halo Infinite perform in terms of its single player? Is it the same thing as the previous Halo? Does it live up to the hype that all Xbox fans are on now? Let's find out. What is up guys, it's Lesson 3 Reviews, and if you guys are new to the channel, please do consider subscribing because all the game reviews I do are genuine. All the games I buy for reviews are spent from my own pocket, so I really do appreciate all the support. Do click the notification icon down below so you don't miss another video when we put one out. All of the captures that I'm using right now for this video are straight from my Twitch gameplays, so apologies if some of the footage are slightly pixelated with bad resolution. But let's get to the review. First up is story, and like I said before, I was really scared that this might turn out to be like Halo 5 and crush my dreams and hopes for this franchise, and honestly, it creeps towards that feeling in the first few sections of the campaign. It was very mediocre with its set pieces, and for those who are starting Halo Infinite as their first franchise of the Halo series, it might not be the 10 out of 10 rating that they might hope for it to be, and it might actually cause them to turn away from this franchise. I know some of you guys watching this review will be like, no way bro, this can't be, but it feels that way in the first few segments of this game. However, it gets better afterwards, definitely when you land into Halo Infinite. I guess it's a way of 343 Industries not to give us over expectations of the game itself, but I felt that the story could have been done way better. At times the narrative structure seems dull, and I think what the developers could work on in the next Halo game is probably a villain with a more impactful desire to conquer the world, or should I say universe in this game. The main antagonist, which is Askarim of the Banished, does seem menacing, but there was honestly nothing special of his intentions because it's just to spread the Banished influence by gaining control of another ring. However, as you go through the story, I realized it mostly involves destroying waves of enemies as you approach a huge enormous tower or a Banished base. The first few times you do that, it might get you excited, but after a while, the idea of seeing little minuscule figures in your screen as you approach a Banished outpost or base kind of sinks your heart a little. And you might say to yourself, alright, I gotta kill these guys again. But the game overcomes this phase of boredom quickly with the side quests that are strategically placed on locations that are on the way to the destination that you're going to. There are numerous side quests that I have to applaud 343 Industries for putting great effort onto. There's so many things I have to talk about. There are 4 operating bases, pretty much your fast travel checkpoints, and it allows you to spawn weapons and vehicles that can help you traverse the terrains of the Halo ring. We have high value targets, bounties that rewards you with modified guns that have special abilities, also banished comms towers that give out great grunt speeches, and forts that you have to conquer from banished. Now that seems like a lot to swallow, and it definitely is. However, it doesn't discourage you from playing the game but sets an excitement to complete these side missions and unlock more and more items. I believe 343 Industries has discovered their flair in making an FPS with an open world concept and rewards players for their curiosity and hard work. So every time you complete a side mission, or a main mission in fact, you earn Valor, a currency that allows you to unlock vehicles, weapons and UNSC personnel on all forward operating bases, which allows you to gear up before going to the next mission. Spawn in a Razorback and off you go on a UNSC family road trip that can rinse the Banished easily. Speaking of UNSC personnel, I believe that the AIs in this game are sick and are better than most FPSs that I've experienced. I played the game on Heroic and the Banished can easily lead their shots and have fantastic aim. There is also satisfaction in killing bosses because more often than not, I've died several times in different ways, and you kind of have to try a different approach to kind of defeat the bosses, and this forces you to think out of the box. The ending of the Halo Infinite campaign was a little off in my opinion, but it sets up for more possibilities in the Halo franchise in the future, which I'm really excited about. So story-wise, it's really mediocre, and I must say you can't expect too much from it. But hold up, I think what hits the target for this game is the gameplay mechanics. And let's start off with the abilities. We have 4 abilities that players can utilize, which are the Grappling Hook, Drop Shield, Thrusters and Threat Sensors. Each of them suited to be used in different situations. Your threat sensors do well against elites that can cloak themselves, revealing their positions for you to go for the kill. Grappling hooks are my most favorite utility because I just feel like flying around the battlefield, gaining control of vantage points, or to hijack enemy vehicles like Banshees. can upgrade these bad boys using Spartan Cores, which can only be discovered and doesn't really work like a leveling up mechanism. So it's heavily dependent on your desire to explore Halo Infinite. But I feel that's good because it prevents grinding and promotes the enjoyment of playing the game itself, which is the sole purpose of video games anyway. The upgrades are subtle but provides huge benefits to the battlefield. Once you upgrade your abilities, you feel like a monster killing the banished left and right as they stand no chance in catching up to you. In terms of weapons, there are a variety to choose from. There are 4 main categories: kinetic, electric, plasma and hardlight, each with its specific uses. I can see that 343 Industries encourages players to switch weapons here and there by spawning weapon racks that may tempt you to even use a plasma pistol. In Halo Infinite, there are ammo caches that lie around the map and it helps to refill your ammo fully, and therefore it doesn't make you feel limited to just handling your starting primary and secondary weapons. So definitely the gameplay mechanics in this game are amazing and it's, I think, one of the plus points of this game. Next is soundtrack. Soundtrack is amazing, what else can I say? The classic Halo themes play in the background as you kill the banished and you can't help but to feel like a complete badass. The soundtrack varies as you traverse different terrains and it's befitting of a Halo game. As you come up to a mountain, the soundtrack lets you fall in love with the view of Halo Infinite. It's just amazingly done, kudos to 343 for doing this, not to mention the vehicles and weapons sound effect. Weapons will sound differently when you are on your last shot, and in my opinion, it sounds better than any other Halo game I've experienced thus far. Vehicles sound authentic nevertheless, just like the old Halo experience we all know and love, but with more detail. I'm aware that 343 kind of used real cars and engines and recorded sounds of various items for the Halo Infinite game. You guys can check it out in their YouTube channel, but it really shows the dedication in making this game. Voice acting is great and it's what you would expect from a Halo game. One-liners from Chief and enthusiasm from an AI called the Weapon. The pilot character was okay as well. He was able to portray deliberate emotions and you kind of get to learn who he is as you progress through the story. There were scenes where emotions were displayed from the characters and that was done well too. There's nothing much to say in this department and it's really what you would expect from a AAA game, so have a listen.
This war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated.
Overall, this game was able to kind of live up to my hype in terms of gameplay, but misses their shot in having a powerful storyline. If you guys have the Xbox Game Pass, just bloody play this game, you'll have a blast whether you're new to the franchise or not. This game is definitely a must play with a rating of 8 out of 10. If Halo Infinite worked on the storyline, this game could have easily been a 10 out of 10. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do comment what you guys think about the Halo Infinite campaign. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss another video when we put one out. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.